A record crowd of 70,000 at America's Great Classic get a big thrill right after the start when Granville, fifth from this side, throws his jockey. The favourite, Brevity, has stumbled, but his rider clings on and he's still in the race, though sadly handicapped. Can he possibly make it up? In the stretch, a horse called He Did is in the lead, with Bold Venture, an outsider, moving up. But in the straight, Bold Venture and Brevity on this side are fighting it out alone. A few yards to go, Bold Venture beats the favourite by a stride. As a sequel, his jockey, Babe Hanford, was suspended for 15 days for rough riding. Let's study the end of the race again in slow motion and see if you can spot the dirty work, an alleged swerve, that caught the judge's eye. Bit unsporting, perhaps, but do you see anything that wouldn't have been allowed under racing rules over here?
There they go, a clean break. Bimelech first away, Roman, Milan, and Gallahadion closing in for that furious battle for the rail. 8 in all in this classic field, and the speediest of them all at the moment is Roman, setting up blistering pace. Let's listen for a moment to the roar of this crowd as Roman leads the parade past the stand. In a bunch at the turn, Bimelech runs well to the outside. Watch him. Now they straighten out for the dash down the backstretch, and the big news is still Roman with Bimelech second, and biding his time is Gallahadion. Now, running head and head with the Bradley favorite is Dick, Myaland, and Soroka, with Royal Man and Pictor trailing far behind. That's the call, but watch it closely. There goes Bimelech. The champ is making his move. In the final turn, it's Bimelech, Dick, and Roman in a three-way fight. But the slow-motion camera's unfailing eye spots Gallahadion moving up on the rail, a 35-1 shot, and it's here that Bimelech meets his challenge, the challenge of Gallahadion. The champ gives everything he's got, but it's not enough. Gallahadion, toting the silks of the Milky Way farm, is out in front. And if speed and rhythm with a lot of coordination is what you want, follow Gallahadion and Jockey Dearman in the ride of their lives. Great horse and a smart jockey, urging that sturdy bay colt to the terrific climax of his racing career. And here is racing's biggest moment. Today it's Gallahadion's in a startling upset, paying $72.40 for $2. You'll hear that crowd roar. That is those who had Gallahadion.
This year was the Diamond Jubilee of the famous race, and there was a field of 14 three-year-olds in pursuit of a very rich purse over the 1.25-mile course. If she's backed Olympia, she'll be sorry, for though the favourite led for a long way, he didn't win. In the run home, Caput was in front, but then, flashing along on the outside, Pondo came up like an express train to beat the lot.
Can't keep up the pace. Eric Gurn, up on Native Dancer, makes his move at the top of the stretch, overtaking correspondent number 3 and setting his sights on the front-running Dark Star. Is this the end of the victory trail for Native Dancer, or can he make up for lost time? Here's the finish in slow motion, and a thriller. The Dancer, under solid whipping for the first time in his career, closes the gap with every stride. And jockey Henry Moreno on Dark Star knows he's got a race on his hands. It's going to be close. It's a heartbreaker for Native Dancer. He gave it a try, but loses by a head to Dark Star, leader all the way, paying his backers handsomely for their support.
Honest Pleasure drawing alongside. Then it's a mono now taking third. Elocutionist on the rail is fourth. Kojak is now fifth. This son, Play the Red, Inca Roca, and the trailer is on the slide. They move into the turn. Bold Forbes, the leader, leading by 2 lengths. Honest Pleasure has second by 2.5. Mono in third by a length. Elocutionist fourth by a half length. Up on the outside is Kojak. Between horses, Play the Red. Then a gap of 2 more to This Son and Inca Roca. And the final horse is still on the slide. On the backstretch, Bold Forbes, the leader, now opening it up to 4 lengths. Then it's still Honest Pleasure second by 2.5. A mono is third by a head. Elocution is fourth by a head. On the outside, Play the Red is fifth. Kojak is now sixth, a gap of 2. On the slide begins to move up with This Son, and the final horse is Inca Roca. We're moving on to the turn, and Bold Forbes still the leader, leading by 2 lengths. Honest Pleasure beginning to cut into the margin, second a length and a half. Amano is third by a head. Elocution is fourth by a head. Play the Red fifth on the outside. On the slide moves up and now takes over 6. Then Kojak. Further back is This Son and Inca Roca. The head of the stretch, Bold Forbes the leader by a half length. On the outside, Honest Pleasure draws alongside, and now he challenges. Elocution is getting through along the rail, is in a drive. Then it's Amano further back on the slide, gaining. Coming to the wire, it's Bold Forbes the leader with Honest Pleasure driving. It's Bold Forbes and Honest Pleasure. They're going to come to the wire together. Honest Pleasure the outside, Bold Forbes on the inside. Honest Pleasure, Bold Forbes. Bold Forbes passes to come to the wire. After finishing Gilby, Bold Forbes. He wins it 1 length. Honest Pleasure is second. Elocution is third. Amano fourth. On the slide, fifth. Kojak sixth. Inca Roca seventh. Play the Red. And the final horse was This Son.